All right, look. I'm gonna be real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Me, I've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? In high school, I used to be the kid. Like, this is me being honest. You know what I'm saying? I used to be the kid, and I used to try to fit in. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily act a certain way, but more so try to fit in. Like, still be myself, but be accepted. I tried to be accepted by who I thought was, you know what I'm saying, cool. And cool don't necessarily mean smart. Cool don't necessarily mean, you know what I'm saying, they successful. Cool don't necessarily mean they got the resources for you. But in high school, I thought the cool kids was the people that was, you know, doing their thing. They had all the girls, they had all the attention. Then you realize that's all they had, attention. You know what I'm saying? All they had was emotion. They ain't had no progress. They wasn't doing nothing outside of school. It's just in school, they just so happen to be the most known. And if you the most known, but you're not standing on business, if you the most known, but you don't have nothing, you know what I'm saying, to back your name up, as far as like you not making no money, you're not impacting the world. Like, you can have a name, but if you're not doing nothing positive, like if you're not impacting somebody, bro, then it's really meaningless at the end of the day. But anyway, man, so in high school, I used to, you know, want to hang around certain people. And even after high school, you know what I'm saying, I had a certain, you know, group of people that I was around, but that came with the life I was living, the things I was doing, like when I was stealing and really not caring about nothing, you know what I'm saying? I was attracting those type of people. And it was cool to, you know, it was cool to be like, oh, you know, Shad ain't never snitched on nobody. Shad ain't never, you know what I'm saying, fold. Shad always stood on business. Shad did this, Shad did that. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't never tell nobody what he did. Whatever the case may be. But that's something that I hold dear and near to my heart to this day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I made a post on Instagram, I was like, yo, like, I've done things for people, I've given information, I've had talks with people, you know what I'm saying? But every talk, everything I've done, I've given things to people, you know what I'm saying? I given money to people, but I haven't posted it, I haven't told nobody about it. That's just the interaction that I had with that person. And me as a man, I stand on it. I'm proud of myself for that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, those people that I have helped or talked to, and I'm not flaunting and saying, yo, I did this for you. It's more so, all right, you know what type of I am, you know what I'm saying? You know what type of person I am, you are. So that's that on that. But man, a lot of y'all, like I said, a lot of y'all get into these places, bro. Y'all get into these communities, the establishments. You around these people, bro. And your whole life, you know what I'm saying? And I understand, too, because, like, you might not have grew up with both parents or parent passed away, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all grew up wanting that attention. And like I said, I was like that at one point, too, but I had to mature and grow up, you know what I'm saying? Realize I'm not gaining nothing, you know what I'm saying, for trying to get attention from somebody else, bro. But anyway, bro, so like I said, a lot of y'all is, if this affects you in any way, then all right. So a lot of y'all, like I said, y'all in these places, bro, and y'all hang around a certain crowd of people, which is cool, that's fine. You hang around who you attracted to, you hang around, you know what I'm saying, who you connect with, whatever the case may be. But y'all in these places, and it's other people around that are not like you, and y'all don't realize everybody not gonna act like you. Everybody hasn't been through the same struggle as you. Everybody hasn't been through your trial, your tribulations. You know what I'm saying? I don't go into a room, see a guy doing work. I don't go into a room, see a guy chilling and put his headphones on. I don't never look at them and say, and I don't know them from a can of paint, you know what I'm saying? I don't never go in the room and be like, yo, it's weird because he's studying, or this dude, you know what I'm saying, he won't do his work. Like, I can't mess with that. Like, having that mindset is wild to me, bro. Having that mindset is wild to me, bro. And for the longest time, it took me a minute to really like understand, like, bro, like why people like that, bro. Like why people acting like that. But then I realized, I said it's a self thing. You know what I'm saying? Some people they want that attention. You know what I'm saying? And they gravitate towards the person who's the funniest, or they gravitate towards the person that's like, yo, I'm the toughest. You know what I'm saying? I'm the realest person in the room. Like, keep it real. Like, you got some dudes, you got some women. When you first meet people, you try to fill them out, right? You try to see what they temperature on, you know what I'm saying, what everybody on. Now, I don't know, like, beefing on something like, all right, let me see everybody mindset. If you the type of person where you like attention, if you the type of person where, you know what I'm saying, you got that street mentality, now I'm gonna really dive into that. If you got that street mentality, if you came from that, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? If you came from, like, I came from being homeless, I came from being in abandoned buildings, like that, you know what I'm saying? I came from getting arrested, figuring life out. I don't necessarily look like the type of person that's been through shit, you know what I'm saying? And on the flip side, it's a lot of dudes that glorify that, you know what I'm saying? They glorify that life, but at the same time, they've never been in them situations. It's never been in a room in front of a judge, in front of a court, in front of people that they don't know staring at them, and a judge telling them, yo, they gonna get this time, you know what I'm saying? Telling them how dumb they are, telling them how the bad decision that they did, and they can't say nothing. Never been in that situation. This is like, yo, I ride for my man. I ride whatever feel, you know what I'm saying? That's how they feel. But they take that same mentality and then they go into these places where you're supposed to better your education, you're supposed to elevate yourself, you know what I'm saying? They go into these places and they hang around people that might not be like that. The people that they want to hang around might just be like, they might just, you know what I'm saying, be talking that tough guy. And at the same time, you got dudes that if you play with them, you know what I'm saying, they gonna touch you too. Like, everybody different. Everybody has their own reactions. Everybody has their own thing that, you know what I'm saying, that triggers them. Everybody has something, you know what I'm saying? But you got these dudes, dog. It's the point. You got people, bro, they, you know what I'm saying, they gangsters, or they want to be gangsters, and they want to hang with the people that they feel like is gangsters, you know what I'm saying? Or they want to hang out with the people that feel like, all right, if I hang with them, they're going to protect me. Or if I hang with them, I look cooler, you know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all, as grown-ups, bro, like, you got to snap out that mentality, bro. You got to snap out that mentality. A man is somebody that handle business. A man isn't somebody that, it's not just being a man, bro. It's about, like, being mature, bro. Maturity and being a man should be a 2-in-1 thing, bro. You shouldn't go into these places, find out who's the funniest, find out who the hardest, find out who the most gangster. You know what I'm saying? You not there for that. If you from the streets, you know that outside. You can find that outside. You know what I'm saying? Go outside, find out who the real is. You know what I'm saying? Once you get into that building, whatever you do, school work, whatever it is, once you get into that building, yo, you gotta turn that off, dog. You cannot act like that, bro, because at the end of the day, you don't get cool points for acting a certain way, bro. If anything, you gonna get clowned. You gonna get clowned for trying to act hard when you should have been doing something else. And you gotta think about long term, bro. You wanna be known as the, you know what I'm saying, the guy that was, you were trying to act a certain way, or you wanna be known as the guy that was on point. Bro, I give praise for staying in the books over staying in the streets any day. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you in the books? Hey, I'm right there with you. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a point in time when I wasn't in the books. You know You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say I'm perfect. You know what I'm saying? Even I go to school, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use me as an example. I go to school, right? And in school, it's different type of people, you know what I'm saying? And I've had the opportunity to speak to certain people about the things I've been through, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, when they first met me, you know what I'm saying, I was kind of to myself, you know what I'm saying? So when people first met me, they first thought probably was, oh, he, you know what I'm saying, and I was really in the books, you know what I'm saying? Because I really was trying to change my life for real, but you would only know that if you talk to me, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people's first impression of me was, all right, you know what I'm saying, he ain't really on nothing, he be in the books, you know what I'm saying? So I realized it's because they don't really know you, or they intimidated, or, you know, they don't think you on that type of time. Like, and that's what's messed up in the world, bro. Like, people, we feel like we gotta prove ourselves to the wrong people, dog. Like, and don't get it up, you know what I'm saying? Me as a person, I be chilling. But if I gotta put my hands on somebody on some like self-defense type, if I gotta put my hands on somebody on some like, yo, you disrespecting me, I will, you heard? But I'm not on that, you know what I'm saying? I'm a good dude. I feel like I stand on what I stand on. I believe in what I believe in. I'm not about to change my thoughts because somebody else say it's corny, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to disagree with somebody because they think it's cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stand on my business, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the relationships that I had with people, you know what I'm saying, I've been strong 10 toes with people because I've been able to have them conversations, them disagreements, without ending in a fight, you know what I'm saying? Without ending in a you know what I'm saying, break out of friendships, you know what I'm saying? I've been able to state my opinion, they've been able to state their opinion, even if it got heated. And we still locked in to this day, you know what I'm saying? I've had the pleasure of, you know what I'm saying, having those type of people around me, having those type of individuals around me, man. But yeah, I just wanted to say this, man, to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, they don't really bother me. I just wanted to make it aware to y'all. Man, it might be somebody watching this that's, you know what I'm saying, it's getting to you, man. Don't let it get to you, man. Whatever you doing, like, remember why you doing what you doing, dog. Like, you on your journey, you on your pathway, man. Just keep going, keep grinding. And that's it, man. Don't let nobody stop you, dog. All right, it's your boy Shy Fades. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Y'all stay safe. Went to the store and I got me some panties. Aye. Oh la la, la la. Right. Oh la la.